What's up, guys? It's Jules. Time for another Stitch with me. And we are doing Rainy Waterloo Place. That is the focus piece of the week. Reaper is next week. I got a little confused with that on Thursday, so I had to check my calendar here. So, and we are all the way over here working on this little section right here of the cross stitch. So that's pretty cool. So if I were gonna, so like that's what we have to do still, is get that part down. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very fantastico. And the birds are chirping. Birdies. Thank you. Anyway. Oh, hey. You look a little ragged there, Sailor. What's up, buddy? I know I gotta clean your cage. I think you're complaining about that. Alright, let's see here. I actually haven't even quite gotten ready with anything yet. I just kind of sat down and started up here. Oh, just got back from a nice little lunch. Found a new barbecue place. And, oh my goodness, it was so good. So good. It's called GQ. So it's like, or was it CQ? I think it was GQ, like the letter G and then CUE. I think that was the name of it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It reminded me a lot of the food truck that we like, the barbecue food truck, but just honestly even better. I mean, it's pretty good, but oh my gosh, like it cooks. Oh, I could just go on and on. I might go on and on about this. We'll see. But oh, so good. I was very happy. My tummy's very happy. And then on top of that, there was a place that had an ice cream parlor, like in the same like restaurant space. So smart, you know, you're in a prime location where you, especially at the ice cream place, maybe a little bit more seasonal, but oh, it was really good ice cream. I forgot what that place was called. It was really good. I had s'mores ice cream. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. I'm going to move this down a little bit, a little closer to the stitching. I got to curl this back up. Got to get my floss out of the way here. Let me just curl this down for a second. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, I've taken a few days off from working on the blog. Look what I did. Wouldn't have done that if I had been using the other kind of stitching, but oh well. There we go. There we go. But just been kind of working on a lot of different things lately, but haven't really touched the blog in about 3 or 4 days, so I need to get back on that this weekend and post some updated pictures of all my stuff. And I think I got a couple more recommendations for the flosstube list I got to add to. And yeah, just kind of add some more content in general. I don't know, is a nap coming? Nap might be, hopefully a nap is not coming. Hopefully with all the food we just ingested, we don't, I think my husband's going to be napping downstairs. So. Oh, tummy full, brain is empty. Oh, got some hockey to watch though. Watched both my Blues games, then win both games. Super excited. Playing so good. There's games coming on right now at like, well, coming on in like half an hour, and then they'll be on all the rest of the night. So I'll drop in at some point, start watching. But I don't know, a nap might be forthcoming. We'll see. Sometimes I almost put myself to sleep doing one of these stitch with me's. I get so relaxed. Oh, so the bee situation. So we're not going to go and move the bees this weekend. The weather is not cooperating. So we will actually, there's been a lot of upheaval or just changes with the bee thing lately. It's we got notified by an email this morning, that there have been some issues with acquiring enough of the bee packages, which are basically just like queen bee and so many bees with her. We had ordered like 3 of them, and they come from California, and there have been big issues with the hives in California. This particular spring, it's been so rainy that it's not been a very conducive atmosphere for propagating queens. So instead of going and picking them up in 2 weeks, we very well may be picking them up in a week. So we're gonna have to kind of just be open and ready to do whatever we need to do. So we shall see. But such is life. But we got more snow overnight. That was a bit of a surprise. Just like an inch or 2. No big deal, but just nice. More moisture. More moisture. So I'm almost done with the audiobook I'm listening to right now, called The Monuments Men. You guys probably have heard of the movie. It's about the, well, not just American soldiers, but American, English, and then all civilians who helped reclaim a lot of the treasures that the Nazis were trying to steal in the war there. World War II. Oh, stretch. Hello, the birdies. Hello, the birdies. And, so, I got a couple hours left in that book, and then we'll... Hold on. And then we'll be able to move on to something else. I'm going to move on to something fiction. I'm going to just choose whichever book I listen to. Okay. 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 Come on, people now, smile on each other. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Don't know why that song has been stuck in my head now for like 24 hours, but it has. It has. Pop goes the whistle. What's the matter, Sailor Baylor? Let me double check. Got to double check my numbers. So what have I worked on so far? Well, obviously this piece I worked on. Worked on the football piece, the Bears piece. What was I working on last night? I'm trying to turn around and see what I'm doing. Oh, Stormtrooper. Oh, yeah, I know why. Because the new trailer came out for Star Wars. And I got in a Star Wars mood, so I'm like, alright, gotta work on Stormtrooper. Haven't worked on it in a bit, so I'm still just finishing confetti stitches on it. It's just taking forever. It's gonna fly once I get this part done, but... Ooh. So I think what I might do in this next little section of, so when we do the focus pieces, did I hit that? If I did, I'm sorry. When we're doing the focus pieces here, so we've done many weeks of the focus pieces, but what we're seeing now is we're seeing repeats of focus pieces because there are some that are just more popular than others. But I need to stitch on everything, so we've got Rainy Waterloo this week, and then the Reaper the following week, and then I'm going to actually then rotate through the ones that haven't been picked yet. So, like the Tower of Babel, the Greenwich Village, It Is Well, Wonders of the World, you know, all the things that aren't getting a ton of attention. And who knows, I might even just do that this weekend. I mean, that might be what I focus on, period. Getting a bunch of stitching done while I'm watching hockey. Hockey! Anyway, so I think we'll do that just to help some things along. Got to get some Boba Fett done too. Man, that barbecue was good. It fall off the bone. Oh, so good. So we started listening to some different audiobooks at night because we like to listen to audiobooks while we're trying to sleep because we don't like to listen to music or nothing at night, and we need something. And so, where am I here? And so we, so I got the new, not new, it's not new by any means, Hunt for Red October by Tom Clancy on audiobook. The guy's voice is ridiculously amazing. And so, the narrator, he's really, really good. So, and what's funny is, I mean, I read Hunt for October before I saw the movie many, many years ago, like 30 years ago or something. I was like a teenager when I read Hunt for October. And, so I don't remember the book, but I've seen the movie like 50 times, so that's what I have in my head. And, so it's very different from the book in a lot of ways, just for the movie just had to be, it's a great movie, the way it's done, but listening to the book, I'm like, huh, I didn't realize that was kind of how it was done, and so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, well, I think I am like completely, let me get myself in a better stitching position. I think I'm literally like leaning to the left to stitch for some reason. Why would I do such a thing? Anyway, I keep getting my hand right in the way of the stitching. Sorry about that, guys. Being all klutzy, clumsy. Klutzy, klutzy, clumsy. So, with the Tom Clancy books, I read almost all the Jack Ryan series up to Executive Orders. I got to Executive Orders, and I got really nervous reading the book. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen next. And so I was, so I put it down, and I never picked it back up. 20 years ago. So I just recently, I just got it as an audiobook, actually, like from Overdrive. So I've got that one to choose from. I've got a, you guys ever read Rick Riordan? If I'm saying his name right, or is it Rick Riordan? Riordan? Pronounced or spelled like like Riordan, but he writes like young adult fantasy based on a lot of the mythological figures, like Apollo and Thor and all this other stuff. And so I really like some of his stuff. It's really funny, and so I definitely would recommend it for younger folks, but older folks like myself can enjoy it as well. It's I think I've read a couple of the Trials of Apollo books, and now I'm getting ready to read the second Magnus Asgard. I think it's Magnus Asgard, like Thor's kid books. They're just written in a really great tone, with a lot of humor. And the guy that does the audiobook, did I literally lose that? Wow, I lost that fast. My stuff here, let me highlight though. I shall highlight. And but it's really good stuff. I like it mucho. I like it mucho. And stretching. But so we had. All right, so about the books, yeah. So I got that done. I'm almost done with the book, the Magic of Tidying Up. Some kind of, I think we talked about this last week. Yeah, I think I did, because I was like, oh, I started listening to it, and I like went through the kitchen and threw out a bunch of stuff, and I feel pretty good about that. But then I got slowed down because hubby is building a raised garden bed in the garage, and we had a lot of just a lot of stuff, like we had to temporarily store in there, and so I ended up with just a lot of stuff, and so I couldn't really get to the trash until the end of the week. So that'll get cleaned up, and then I'll be able to get back into the whole you know, throwing everything, not throwing everything out, but going through my stuff and just getting rid of junk, just little bits and bobs of junk, all kinds of things like that. Shoo. And then, wasn't there another one that I had that was like a partial book that I partially read? Not partially read, but it was just a shorter book. I can't remember what it was. I do not remember. But anyways, I'm still waiting on. Oh, so I found out that the Dresden book that I'm waiting on is the last one that's been written. So that makes me sad. I'll be all caught up. Apparently he's writing a new one, which is awesome. But he had started on another series, and so he was writing some other things for a while. My husband was telling me a story last night about, he likes to watch or listen to interviews that authors will give, like at Comic-Con and whatnot. And so he was telling me about, what's that guy's name? Is it Jim? Something I can't remember, but it's the name of the guy that does the Dresden books. And so that apparently when he was in school and he was taking this writing class, it was like how to write science fiction or whatnot, and he was just very bullheaded, and he was just very stubborn about, this is how I write, and this is why I do it. And she was like, no, that's wrong. It will help you. It will be better if you do things like, get an outline ready and, kind of get things planned out in your book, and just all these different things. And the guy was just super stubborn. And I guess I'm not sure exactly what kind of a class it was, but so the first time he went through it, and he wrote something, whatever, and it was okay. But he fought tooth and nail with his instructor the whole time. There's just because she's like, you're not doing it right, da da da. So then he comes back to start his second project, and he's like, all right, fine. I will do what you say. I will follow your rules to the T, and I'll do exactly what you say, and we'll see this time what kind of results it gets. And what was it that he started writing? The Dresden Files. And so he said ultimately that she was right, and that he picked up so many valuable hints on how to, or tips on how to plan and develop characters and all these different things. And so, oh, that was pretty interesting. Yay for teachers. Hooray! You're making a mess, more boys. I know, I gotta clean you up. I know. I worked on the aquariums this week. Got some of the smaller ones cleaned a lot better. I know my fish will thank me. They're like, about time, woman. Yep. So, what else is going on around here, huh? What else could be going around here? I'm sitting here just thinking about the books and trying to decide like which one I might want to read or listen to. I keep saying read, but I don't read books. I listen to them. It's so much more done that way. Like stitching. Or even last night I was listening to an audiobook, watching my hockey game, and stitching all at the same time. I think that was like ridiculously productive. I was like, yeah, that's the best way to do it. That is the best. Oh, let's highlight. Boopity 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 boo. Boopity boopity boo. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. And down we go. Okay, just mark all that off. Mark. Baba hum, baba hum, baba hum. Baba hum, baba hum. Alright, so we're gonna go down a little further. Because like there's this section here that's all roughly the same color, and then it melds into other colors down here further. So what do you guys think of that Star Wars trailer? I mean, like almost all Star Wars trailers, I thought it looked really good. And I don't know, it's just really, really neat. It's really, really neat. My husband's a huge, I mean, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I'm not as big a Star Wars fan as he is. And so we just so that's just kind of what we did. But anyway, we watched it like 4 times together last night and pulled it up on the big screen. Well, big TV screen we have, and not frame by frame, but just, you know, talked it out, and it was kind of funny. So we're pretty excited about that. Temporary distraction from the whole Marvel movies getting ready to end, or at least this part of it getting ready to end. can go all the way down. What's up, cowboy? How you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm so glad to have the weekend off. Oh, I'm tired, but I need to get my strength back. I've been lazing, well, not lazing, but I've been so busy with other things, a lot of stuff at the computer, that I have gotten definitely weaker. And that is not a good thing, because it makes everything harder. So I've been doing some very simplistic leg exercises just to introduce strength without get myself in a position where I do too much, which is always the case. It always happens. Oh, I wonder if I need to reserve the third Odd Thomas book. I think I do. I don't think I went in and, but I think but I need to actually just hold off on some of that for right now, because I have so many that just popped out. Books that, I think I reserved or have 10 books on hold, and 3 or 4 of them came free this week. So now I'm like, oh no. But I gotta read them and get them back, because all those were on wait lists. So I gotta listen to them and then get going with the listening. Whoops. Okay, I'm cutting out that last. Are you all right, Sailor? What happened, buddy? Well, okay. So I got to make sure that I had started up a new long section of my recording. Are you okay, buddy? And holy cow, I was sitting here and then all of a sudden I heard this noise, like something hit the floor of the bird cage over here. And it was Sailor. He literally just came and he just bounced on the bottom of the thing, and I yelled and, be perfectly honest, cussed a little bit because of my shock. And but he bounced back up and flew back up to the top, so I think he just slipped or something. But yeah, we won't be including that in the video. Oh lordy, that was scary, because I'm like, literally I'm just waiting for somebody to drop dead. With all the animals we have in here, it's like somebody's just going to drop dead, and I literally thought that he had just literally dropped dead. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Hoy. That was scary. Coco's not doing so good either. So we're kind of keeping an eye on her. She's I'm going to have to take her in on Monday and see what's going on with her, but she's just not quite right. I mean, I know what's going on with her, but I don't like talking about it on these videos, so not yet, at least. When I reach a point where I'm no longer doing that for work, I'll probably be more inclined to talk about it. Sailor's telling Popeye all about how he fell off the perch and hit the floor, and how heroic it was. It was amazing. In his mind, it was like a super slow motion where he landed on his feet, not on his head. That crazy bird. Popeye's listening. He's looking at him, listening, thinking, I saw what happened, you big dork. Quit lying. Oh, now Sailor's upset, 'cause it's like, I'm not lying. Oh, man. Nap is going to be hard to refuse. I just want like a 20-minute nap, though. That's my problem. Because no matter what my ambitions are, when I go to actually take a nap, whatever I do, I'll end up putting on the alarm or whatever. I'll just turn the alarm off and go right back to sleep and not even like realize that I was woken up. Did you guys see that bird that was outside? Okay. I haven't been able to watch the Colorado Avalanche play. I mean, they're the local team, but they come on at like 9:30. No, not 9:30, I'm sorry. It's 8:30 out here, which means it's 10:30 back in the East Coast. I don't know how. I don't know. Sometimes they don't put these games on at good times for more people to enjoy them. It's kind of like baseball. Or even that basketball championship game, that college one, it didn't start till like 9:30 Eastern time. I'm like, I'm in bed at 9:30, people. Oh, so the bracket for the championship bracket for my husband's work, we came in 5th. It was pretty good, considering we, don't really watch. So, well. Okay. Sailor, you can spin the tail as much as you like, but we all saw what happened. Yeah, we all saw what happened. Crazy bird. Crazy, crazy bird. What am I doing up here? Don't say anything. Shoot. So I'm trying to be a little bit quieter, so maybe they won't feel the need to try to talk over me every time I talk. Let's see. Come over here, maybe? Nope, nope, nope. Right there. Here. I'll tell you what, when I finish this piece, I'm going to miss stitching on this piece, because it is fun. It is enjoyable. Chirp, 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 chirp. I'm going to come way over here. Ah, lost my floss. Floss loss. I'm at least glad that we're not going to be going out at like 2 o'clock in the morning for the bees. We had decided that to move the bees, we're going to do it at like 9 o'clock at night rather than at 2 o'clock in the morning. Because 9 o'clock at night should be just as well. As cold as it's been. So, I think that's going to be next Saturday. Next Saturday is going to be busy. It's going to be a busy weekend. But then, trying to rethread this. Then May comes along and back to the basics. I'm hoping we'll start doing some bee videos. My husband's GoPro, and he knows so much. I wish he would, you know, he knows, but he's also a bit shy. I wish he would actually, like, you know, do the videos more consistently and talk more with them. He's really good at it. He's got a great voice for that, very calming voice. Very calming voice. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Let's see, where am I? Oh, screw it. What a lazy day to just sit around. This is a great lazy day, sitting around kind of day. Here we go. Let's pull out some color, shall we? Let's pull out a little bit of color for this part. I won't use very long strands. Popeye has moved away from Sailor now, and he has this look of just disgust on his face. Because he's like, dude, alright, I know you just had a near-death experience, but you won't stop talking about it. It's getting annoying now. We all know you just slipped. Okay. Man, that ice cream was good. Barbecue was good too. Everything was good. Way better day than we had a couple weeks ago when we tried ribs at this other place, and really just not nearly as delightful in my opinion. I have different taste buds. Here. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. We're training each other how to talk. Trying to figure out how to make that sound, huh, buddy? Oh, and the other thing that got us super excited this week, because we did not know it was coming, is a new, it's not really technically a Conjuring movie, although I think it really is a Conjuring movie. And I really loved the first 2 Conjuring movies. This one's more like an Annabelle movie, but with the Conjuring people in it. And, oh, so excited, because I had no idea it was coming out. Super excited about it. I may have to get up and do a little stretch here shortly to push myself into the home stretch here, literal home stretch. I really do need to get back in on those blended projects. I gotta do a better job of organizing them, that's for sure. Go. Try to love one another right now. Oof, man. Okay, where am I stitching? Where am I stitching? I could stitch down here. I could stitch up in the upper right, I think. Oh, goodness gracious me. Let's stitch in the upper right here, because that way we can kind of, let's see, where am I? I kind of get some stuff, more stuff done. Well, I shouldn't say more stuff, but I can get more horizontal rows done. Boy, I've been excited about hockey. I always go through this, like, I start off strong with the season. I'm like watching everybody, I'm super excited, and then I always like just get to reach a point where I'm like, okay, wake me up when the playoffs start. And it's not like that. I mean, it's not like it's not good hockey. It's just, and a lot of it was because my Blues team was doing so bad that I just didn't even feel like watching anything, because they were worst in the league at some point in December. They were like very bottom of the league, and I just wasn't really having it. Just like I was like, whatever. And so when they started turning it around, playing well, I wasn't really there to see it. I've gone back and watched a little bit of what happened, but it's really good stuff. So, having not watched any for a bit, I mean, it's like about 7-8 weeks of just pure craziness almost every night. Multiple games. It's pretty awesome. Just forgot about that one. Okay, if I'm gonna make it in this last stretch, I gotta go stretch. So hold on, guys. Alrighty. I just had to get the camera oriented correctly again. Oh, that was a good set of stretching. I did not fall asleep. I feel pretty good about that. But it's very tight. Now I'm not nearly as tight, so I feel pretty good. Times are good. Times are good. So I foresee a very long weekend of stitching and other things, many other things I gotta do. Listening to books. Maybe a nap at some point, but who knows. Getting some stuff stitched. Wait, I gotta highlight. I got to highlight. I got to see where I'm at. Uh-oh. Something upset the dogs. I'm being kind of grumpy today. Fargo is Mr. Gotta talk about everything. He's the town crier. Literally. Literally. He's like the only one who's short enough to see under the blinds. So there's probably somebody walking out in the field behind us, and he's like, I gotta tell everybody. Must be the man in the house. Even though he's the tiniest little thing in the house. Somebody's getting in trouble downstairs. And now Doogie's complaining. This might be one of those days where everybody goes to their rooms for a couple of hours because they're just irritating. They can't get along, and who knows. It's always something. It's always something. I think we're definitely gonna, we're not actively downsizing, but we're not gonna be replacing anybody anytime soon. When the day comes where they all kind of, they're old enough to not. What am I doing? Hold on. Oh, that's why. Okay. I thought I got that all wrong. I just had missed a stitch here. But I think I'd be happy with just like 1 or 2 dogs and older ones, not crazy ones, just older ones. I want to get a bird, like an Indian ringneck. My husband wants his chameleon. So some fish tanks, maybe some betta. Who knows? Betta. Some betta fish. Oh, my back feels so much better after that good long stretch. I don't stretch enough. Just don't stretch enough. That would solve so many issues for me if I would just remember to stretch. What do you think, guys? Is that plenty? Well, it's not plenty, but it's decent. Got all that in there, and got all this over here. So, we're not done for the week, but we're done for the stitch with me, I believe. I believe. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me pull this out real quick. So, I wonder where. I think I see where Let's see. Okay, so it's this part right here that has to still show up, and that's gonna be like up here somewhere. But yeah, that's gonna be good. That is gonna be good. Wow, dogs are being really bad. I think it's like 1:30. They think it's time to eat. They're like about 3 hours early as usual on a Sunday on a Saturday. Yeah, just looking at my pieces here. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I can't believe I went and stretched and I came back for only like 6 minutes. But oh, I think a nap may be in my future here. It's a perfect day for it. Wait a minute, it's snowing again. Holy cow, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else going on here. Like, I get some stitching done. I'm going to pull out Boba Fett, I think, and work on that downstairs while I'm loading this up. So, I will see you guys soon. The next weekly update, but I'm going to also go and update my blog tomorrow as well. Get everything caught up. So, y'all take care. See you later.